You are studying the wrong way. Hello, studying machines. We've all been there, sitting in front of a textbook, reading the same paragraph over and over and still not grasping the concept. Or maybe you've spent hours highlighting sentences only to find that you can't remember a thing when it's time for the exam. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But what if I told you that you're studying the wrong way? The good news is that there are more efficient and effective methods to help you not only remember, but also understand the material you're studying. In this video, we'll explore several alternative techniques that can revolutionize the way you study. 1. Instead of reading, rereading, and then reading all over again, do this. Use active recall. The old way, reading the material multiple times, hoping it will stick. The better way. Active recall involves testing yourself on the material you're trying to learn. Instead of passively reading, ask yourself questions about what you've just read and try to answer them without looking at the text. Why it works. Active recall forces your brain to retrieve information, strengthening your memory and retention skills. Studies have shown that active recall is more effective than passive review for long-term retention. 2. Instead of using markers, do this instead: create a mind map. The old way, highlighting sentences in your textbook. The better way. Mind mapping involves creating a visual representation of the information, linking related concepts together. Why it works. Mind maps engage your visual and spatial thinking, helping you see the connections between ideas. This can improve your understanding and memory of the material. 3. Instead of cramming, do this. Use spaced repetition. The old way, cramming all the material in 1 or 2 intense study sessions. The better way. Spaced repetition involves reviewing material at increasing intervals over time. Why it works. This technique leverages the psychological spacing effect, which improves long-term retention of information. 4. Instead of multitasking, do this. Focus on single tasking. The old way, trying to study while also checking your phone, watching TV, or talking to friends. The better way. Single tasking involves focusing solely on your study material without any distractions. Why it works. Multitasking can reduce your cognitive performance, making it harder to understand and remember information. 5. Instead of passive listening to lectures, do this. Engage in active note-taking. The old way, simply listening to a lecture or watching a video without taking notes. The better way. Active note-taking, such as the Cornell method, involves jotting down key points during the lecture and reviewing them later. Why it works. Active note-taking forces you to process the information as you hear it, leading to better understanding and retention. 6. Instead of memorizing, do this. Understand the why. The old way, rote memorization of facts or formulas. The better way, understanding the underlying principles or the why behind the facts. Why it works. Understanding helps you apply the knowledge in different contexts, making it more useful and easier to remember. 7. Instead of studying alone, do this. Form a study group. The old way, studying by yourself. The better way, forming a study group with peers. Why it works. Study groups can provide diverse perspectives, emotional support, and can help fill in gaps in your understanding. 8. Instead of ignoring your health, do this. Prioritize sleep and exercise. The old way, pulling all-nighters and ignoring physical activity. The better way, prioritizing at least 7-8 hours of sleep and regular exercise. Why it works. Both sleep and exercise have been shown to improve cognitive function and memory. All in all, studying doesn't have to be a chore or a struggle. By adopting these more efficient techniques, you can improve your understanding, retention, and even enjoyment of the material. So why not give them a try? Your grades and your future self will thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in, Studying Machines. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, happy studying and learning.